Hey guys, it's your girl Erica, aka Cocktail Erica from Cocktails and Conversation. Back at you one more time. Today I thought we could continue our conversation on beauty. As you know, in my previous video, I asked you some questions about how you define beauty, what makes you beautiful. And I thought, what better way to get the conversation going than by answering some of those questions myself. So here we go. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I never really gave beauty much thought in terms of teaching my kids about beauty until I had a daughter. I have two boys, and I never really sat down and talked to them about what's beautiful in a person, or to teach them what I believe is beautiful in a person. But it wasn't until I had my daughter 4 years ago that I really started to step outside of myself to watch myself on what I was teaching her about beauty. And what really hit the nail on the head for me is when I watched my daughter imitate me putting on makeup. And I stopped and asked myself, what am I teaching her about, how to be a woman? And, what am I subconsciously teaching her about when it comes to beauty and what we deem beautiful? Because, the first thing little girls do when they put on their lipstick or they try to put on some eyeshadow is, Mommy, does this make me look pretty? And my response to her was, baby, you're pretty without it. You're just a beautiful person. And I try to instill in her, that thought is that she's beautiful whether she's got lip gloss on or not. That it's not what you see on the surface that makes you beautiful, but what's on the inside that comes out. I try to focus more on, how you treat others and how you feel about yourself. Those are the things that are beautiful. That's true beauty. I would have to say that it's probably a complete 180. Of course, when I was in my 20s, everything was about, hair had to be right, makeup had to be right, clothes had to be right, and your body had to be right. So the definition of beauty was more based on the superficial, what people saw. And that probably lasted maybe through mid-30s. It wasn't until I was about 35, 36 that I started to really focus on, the feeling of beauty and what made me feel beautiful. And it's, as I said before, it's how I treat myself and how I feel about myself that truly makes me feel beautiful. When I think about my definition of beauty, I would describe a woman, as being beautiful. It would be that woman that's, walks in the room that's very confident and very sure of herself, that takes care of herself, and you can see that because that woman has a glow. Confidence to me is very beautiful. So when that woman walks in and she's confident, that's beauty. And that's a far cry from what I probably would have said if you'd asked me this about 20 years ago. I would have given you a completely different answer.